Hello everyone. I am so glad you have joined me today. I love sharing my ideas with you and I hope I inspire you with today's creation. I had so much fun designing for my Christmas card series. That stamp set is fun to play with. I used tree angle and the cards are adorable. Make sure you click the link to my blog below and check out the class and then sign up for it. Here is the card we will make. Wow, am I tongue-tied? Here is the card we will be making today. For this card, I used the Daisy Lane stamp set and that small daisy in there. If you would, after you see this, I know you're going to want to make this, so you've got to get the supplies. You can order the supplies from my online store. The link is below. I have a loyalty program that rewards people who order from me. Check out the program while you are on my blog. So here's our card for today, and let's get started. All right, there's our measurements. The first thing you need is a Whisper White card base that's 5.5 by 8.5, and it's scored at 4 1/4. All right, so I've got that. Then you need some pretty peacock. You need a piece that's 2 1/4 by 5 1/4, and a piece that's 1 3/4 by 5 1/4. For your DSP, I use the Forever Greenery DSP, and I chose the striped and this pattern. I don't know, it's a bunch of leaves, I guess it is. One piece is 2 by 5, and the other is 1 1/2 by 5. And we're going to add those to our our cardstock. All right, and I'm gonna center this side to side and top to bottom. All right, so there's the one piece, and then I'm gonna add this other piece. I just love the color coordination on this. I love it that I don't have to think about what colors will match it. It's just perfect. It just saves a lot of time. All right, now these are going to go on our card base, and I'm going to add the small one first. All right. I want this one this way. I want this on that side over here, and you'll see why in a minute. So I'm going to add this, and there's just a tiny, tiny border. Oops, I got too much at the top. So I'm sliding it up. There we go. And this one goes on next, and make sure you put it on the right way. And I wanted this color next to it because it has that color in there. And I'm going to add this one. I could have come over a little bit. I may have cut these papers down a little bit. And this one is stuck down, so I don't think I can move it. Oh, maybe. No, it's ripping. I'm just going to leave it. It just got a bigger line through there, so that's all. All right. When I did this, I didn't want to use the Forever Fern green stamp set with it. I wanted to show that just because that's the stamp set that goes with it, there's some versatility to this paper. So that's why I chose Daisy Lane, and the color that I chose to go with it is Purple Posy. I just thought it made a really pretty card. So I'm going to stamp 3 of the daisies, and just so you know, when you stamp these, you want one of the petals facing north, for lack of a better way to describe it here. And you're going to stamp 3 of them. And again, this is dark, but it will lighten as it dries. You're going to pull in your punch, and because you've stamped that one petal going north, it is so easy to put your punch in and line it up. You gotta finagle it a little bit, but then you get it and it's fine, and you punch it. And then you move to the next one. You got to watch those bottom ones because you can get the top ones lined up. I think the key is how much space you leave on the side. If you leave too much on the side or not enough, the bottom doesn't line up well. So watch your spacing where your petals are and leave just a tiny bit. All right, now that we have our 3 flowers punched out, and I use 3 because I like a nice full daisy, I'm going to take 2 of the flowers and I'm going to curl the petals down. Now when you do this, do not pull too hard or you'll be he loves me not, he loves me not on your flower. And then the other one I'm going to curl up. So I flip it over, and again, not too hard. So I have 2 going down and 1 going up. I then take my glue dots and I put a glue dot right in the center of that flower. And when you pull this off, be very careful. Some of them I can pull off from the top, some I have to go from the bottom, but kind of get your finger under there or you'll rip your flower. Ask me how I know that one. And I'm going to put this one on, and I'm offsetting my petals. See how I have some space in there? That's because this one is going to go on, and it's going to go where those open spaces are. So I'm setting it down, and then you have this nice full daisy. Isn't it cute? Oh. All right, to kind of highlight that daisy, I decided to create like a medallion. So I used the second, you start from the smallest and the second one out and cut out a circle from the stitched shapes. Then I went to the layering circles and I found the circle, the scallop circle that would give me just a tiny bit of a border, and I cut it out of purple posy. I'm going to add my stitched shape to my, oops, missed my holder, to my scallop shape, and watch your edges. Don't have too much one way or the other or it'll be off. This goes on my card base with dimensionals, my favorite thing. I don't make many cards where I don't use dimensionals. I just like the fact that I can pop it up and give it some interest. I think I have enough cut now for this in the daisy. So I'm going to put the others on there, and I just put 3 on. I think I'm going to put 1 in the middle because it's it needs it so that it doesn't collapse when it goes through the mail. All right, and I'm taking my backs off. All right, and then I'm going to put that on my card base right about the center. And this one I centered top to bottom, but I didn't watch my sides. So I'm watching my sides this time because it will be off center from the shape, but that's okay. If you don't want it off centered from the shape, then put that line right down the middle. All right, and now I'm going to add, oops, some dimensionals on the back of my daisy. All right, right in the center, and it's stuck to me again. My fingers have glue on it, so the glue is sticking to the glue. And I'm going to take off my backs like so. All right, and I'm going to put this right in the center, and this is nice because you can center it and then push down and you've got it there. And isn't that daisy nice? It's full. And then to finish it off, I took a rhinestone. I looked, I didn't have any purple posy gems, and put it right in the center. And there you go. And I double stamped the daisy on the inside and the envelope. That takes some practice, but I can usually figure it out. If you would love, I would love for you to help me out on YouTube. Make sure you click the subscribe button below so you don't miss my videos. If you want to be notified when I upload a video, click the bell next to it. Thanks for visiting me today. Have a great day.